To speak to the resolution, the chair recognizes Representative Cavanagh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I rise in support of my House Resolution 319, declaring June 23rd through the 29th as Grassroots Week in the state of Michigan. The term grassroots refers to the movement that mobilizes masses to participate in politics in our democracy. A grassroots movement is in action when the everyday person are the leaders of change. This resolution is a thank you to our precinct delegates and grassroots organizers who rarely receive appreciation for the essential work that they do to build our civic engagement in our community. Most of us, if not all, would not be here if it was not for the tireless work of volunteers, organizers, and precinct delegates. I myself grew my involvement in politics as a precinct delegate, where I would have conversations with my neighbors about our values and the future of our community. We registered others voters to make those dreams a reality. Precinct delegates find themselves in contact with an overwhelming amount of untapped power, passion, and purpose. When a movement comes together, it begins by harnessing these ideas arising from discussion among our neighbors. I grew up to believe that passionate people can do anything that they set their mind to. This mindset comes from the powerful stories of grassroots victories shared to me by my family and community members. June 23rd was chosen to begin this Grassroots Week celebration in honor of a historic moment.
Members, we have a representative addressing a resolution. If I could have your attention, please. The chair recognizes Representative Cavanagh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. June 23rd was chosen to begin the Grassroots Week celebration in honor of a historic moment in the history of Michigan's grassroots activism. On June 23rd, 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. was invited to walk the streets of Detroit and joined grassroots leaders and city officials, including my grandfather, Jerome Cavanagh, former mayor of Detroit, for the Detroit Walk to Freedom, which, with its 125,000 spectators and participants, with one of the largest civil rights demonstrations in Michigan's history. In a time of tension and opposition to the civil rights movement, Detroit leaders rose above the obstacles and rallied people together, starting from the grassroots level for a shared purpose. The entire state of Michigan showcased its strength that day, and I find myself in awe of the groundwork that existed for years in order to organize such an event that captured the nation's attention and changed the world for the better. The best grassroots organizers connect that everyday people to their leaders and elected officials. When these groups are in dialogue, we make a meaningful and lasting progress towards our shared goals. I ask my colleagues for their support to this resolution to honor our precinct delegates and grassroots leaders, thank them for their service to our democracy, and celebrate the victories of grassroots movements in our state. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.